You trying to boost up?
I was about to share it at Same Person Radio.
All right. Well, welcome to episode 14 of Fanboy Four. I am one of your hosts, Justin. Joining me as always is Brandon.
What's up?
Tony.
Hey.
And Steven.
Why you do me last this time? Damn.
We're in the same room, so I felt weird about separating them. I don't know. Oh, shit. My phone's
kind of easy since we're right here together.
So, we're back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend, whatever. But,
oh my God.
Well, the only person watching is our friend who's Josh. So therefore,
wait, are you looking on YouTube or Facebook?
I'm not looking anywhere, actually. I was just assuming Josh was watching.
Okay.
Well, we have one person on YouTube. It's us. And Josh is watching. Hello, Josh.
Hello, Joshua.
Joshua Schwan. Why is the air conditioner turning back on? I just turned it off. God.
Why'd you say air conditioner? Like you said it real weird.
Air conditioner. Why'd you turn it? Oh, I know why. It's probably cool. It's probably warm upstairs. Anyways, so we're here today. Do a podcast, video cast, whatever you want to call it, show. And today we're going to be talking about action movies, excluding like superhero movies, like Marvel and DC, like that kind of stuff will not be included because I bet you, at least I know most of my list and probably most of, well, maybe not most of Steven's, but at least half of Steven's list would be superhero movies. Probably all of us would have superhero movies at this point.
Yeah, at least
one. So yeah, we're going to talk about that, but first we're going to not have that audio blaring through my phone. We're going to talk about the news. Hit it. It's time for the news. And this is not the right list. Hold on. All right, there it is. So, iOS 12 beta was released to the public. I just added this to the thing, so hopefully I'm not catching you too off guard. I know 3 of the 4 of us have, at least for sure, have upgraded to it. Mm-hmm. Quick thoughts on it, basically.
It's cool so far. It is a little snappy. It does seem faster, and I'm addicted to memojis. I am that old person that once you give them something new, they just use it and share it everywhere. I am that.
All I have to say,
what's this?
Thank God that my messages messed up from that. It's because I didn't have to see all your memojis yesterday.
Oh, I got you tomorrow, Steven.
Oh, true.
Actually, no, I'm about to get you right. Let me.
I'm about to get one on the air.
I think it does work faster. I have had some errors and things going wrong with the messaging. Obviously, I didn't get my messages, and my Bluetooth was a little wonky. But other than that, it does seem a little snappier.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally.
Also,
agree.
I don't like the change in the messages app when you're trying to like send a picture.
Yeah,
because it's not like the button. Yeah, I'm like, oh, let me send a picture, and it goes to the camera. I'm like, no, I'm
and it just sees my stupid face like,
yeah.
Yeah, so like now, if you want to, you have to go to the apps and then actually click on that to get to the pictures.
Yeah. It's not like in like
every single time
toolbar now with all the other like Apple Pay and the memojis and all that fun stuff. But I started kind of using. I don't know if you guys looked at this, like the shortcuts. You can actually. There's very limited right now. I guess in the fall is when it's actually they're gonna roll out like the whole app where you can be like, oh, do my ride home thing, and it'll just do like 5 things at once or whatever that they're kind of showing. But I've been messing around with that a little bit, and it actually works pretty well. I was actually kind of surprised because I usually don't use Siri because usually I'll tell it to do something. I'll be like, let me search the web for this. And it's like, well, no, it's just I told you to call someone.
Yeah.
So, like, call George, and it's just like, let me look up George Washington. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So overall, so far, so good. But yeah, I just wanted to get that in there real quick because I figured that's something we could talk about real quickly. But next up, Spider-Man actor Tom Holland spoils new movie title for the next Spider-Man movie is going to be called Spider-Man Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about that?
Is that the real name, or he's just like fucking with everybody?
No, so Kevin Feige or whatever, he also confirmed it and said that it has multiple reasons or multiple meanings. So for all we know, it could, because I mean, we already know that it does start right after Avengers 4. So maybe he's still on Thanos' home planet when it starts. And then I believe we also know that there's like been some like castings for like people with foreign accents and stuff like that. So
he's going to Russia.
Yeah, I mean it could. And then I think originally before that title came out, a lot of people thought the name was going to be Field Trip.
Yep.
So I mean that kind of makes sense too. So I mean he probably won't be. He'll probably be in another country for a little bit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Stop biting the napkin. Did you guys see the fan art somebody made where they basically had him like, I think it was him kind of laying down in the soul world?
What?
Yeah, it was Spider-Man laying down.
Though it like of the fan art where Venom is like taking over his body.
No, it was a fan art like of the title Far From Home, but it was him laying down like the poster for the first one where he's kind of laying down in the jacket like by the river. Yeah. It's kind of like that like pose that he's doing, but he's in the soul world. Like he's laying in the water at the end of Infinity. I was like, that's actually like Far From Home. Like that is pretty far from home. You're on another plane or existence or whatever they want to say.
Yeah. Just from the name, you almost can assume it's not going to really take place mostly in New York. It looks like it's going to probably take place somewhere else.
Right.
I'm almost wondering if it's going to be like his journey to find his way back to New York, or like how that's going to work. And
I don't know.
It's like if it starts right after, like Brandon was kind of saying, like I'd almost assume that he's not home. So
yeah.
Like, he's far from home right now. So I'm wondering, like, is he going to just kind of be there? And then I don't know. That actually has some big implications.
Yeah. Well, we'll still have to have some scenes in New York, I would assume, because of like all the other characters are still going to be in New York.
Right.
Maybe when he comes back to life, he's not himself. He's far from himself, his home, his mental self.
Yeah.
Or like because Aunt May finds out it doesn't feel like a home anymore. So even though he's living there, he's kind of far from it being a home. Look at this speculation.
He about made
a whole episode about this.
Street.
He is homeless.
I just hope Doctor Strange is in it.
Using our made-up
crazy caper of them together going to find their way home to New York together.
They're pretty cool.
No, it won't happen. But yeah, that was pretty interesting because it's funny how they're kind of like leaning into it now too. The fact that he spoils everything.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, you're gonna do this anyway, so we'll just do it.
Yeah. Did you see his response to Anthony Mackie when? Like,
kind of fried. Like, he's like, well, I haven't seen your solo film either. He's like, oh wait, I don't have one.
Damn, chill.
Right?
Damn, savage.
That's kind of fucked up.
A little bit. Well, actually, speaking of Anthony Mackie, maybe possibly someday getting a solo film, Kevin Feige says that more diverse characters are coming and more female characters as well. What's our thoughts? Well, basically, he was talking about the success of Black Panther, and then he kind of like transitioned to like, yeah, because of that, we are moving forward with more like lesbian, gay, like all that type of stuff.
Right. I think someone asked them if like if they were getting those kind of like those kind of characters.
What was that?
I said I think someone asked them if they were getting those kind of characters like in the future, and I think he said that like some of them that we know already are, and then some in the future are going to be as well. Like, and so a lot of people already assume that Valkyrie is like bisexual or something like that.
Right.
I thought that was already kind of confirmed that she was
apparently there was like a deleted scene from Ragnarok that like does confirm that, but like other than that, there's no real actual confirmation.
Isn't North Star?
North Star?
Yeah.
You mean the X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gay, he's diverse. X-Men confirmed.
I mean, also Iceman is gay now too.
Yeah, Iceman. Is Captain Marvel
Carol Danvers? No,
she's straight. I mean, not that they can't change that, but like, see, the thing is, like, I mean, I have no problem with them changing those things, but then you kind of start going into the whole changing how the character is from the comics, you know, like.
Yep.
So, and I could see a lot of people being pissed about that, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of like on the edge there. Like, it's a good thing, but if they do it correctly, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe, like, I don't know. Just at the same time, it's kind of like, well, if you're just going to change the characters completely just so you could do this, that's kind of like what they did in the comics, where they're like, oh, all right, Thor's a girl, Wolverine's a girl, this person's this, that, and like everyone was like, no. And then like now we're finally like gotten all the way back, like, okay, the original characters, they're back. Like I'm just worried that they're gonna do that, and then people are gonna be like, I don't know about this. And then, although Girl Thor would be sweet.
Yeah.
Although Thor currently in the state of the MCU is probably one of the best characters now. So I don't know. I don't know if changing him currently would be a good idea.
But see, I don't even think that he would be so bad as like unworthy Thor. And then like they did the same kind of storyline almost from the comics, because like he was still very involved in the comic when she was Thor, but it just then he kind of had his own like solo venture for a little bit, and then he came back around at the end. But
yeah, maybe they could do a Thor 4 where like I mean he's still like the focal point, but a lady Thor shows up with a new hammer as well, or something like that, since Mjolnir is broken.
Right.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. Meow. But yeah, I don't know. I guess generally it's just like I don't care if they do this. It's just I hope that they don't. I hope that they just do it right if they're gonna do it. Like if they're gonna change some people.
Don't just do it to do it. Like do it for a
right.
reason.
Don't be like, oh, you know what? This character's super. Like Captain America's super popular. Let's make him gay with Bucky. Like just do it. Like fuck it. Like, they're gay, obviously. It's like.
Actually, I could.
Well, that wouldn't be so. That would almost work. Like, it's almost like the story that they're telling. It almost like you could almost spin it a little bit, like almost like Poe and Finn from Star Wars. Like everyone basically assumes, like, oh, they might, be gay.
Yeah.
I also don't think like they have to make like a huge focus either way, straight or gay. Like they could just like kind of like hint at. They're straight or like they don't. I don't think everyone has to have like a love interest and a whole lot. Like you can kind of like, hey, like he's kind of like just like a little joke here and there, like oh he's obviously gay, and then like okay, well you don't have to make a huge deal about it either. Like I don't know.
Yeah, just make it like Omar from The Wire. For anybody who's seen The Wire, for anybody who knows who Omar is, none of you know who Omar is, do you?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, basically, he's like a badass gangster, like he's like basically like a hood Robin Hood. But he's gay, like he is gay. Like he is like, but like it's not like they don't ever like you see him like kissing his boyfriend or whatever. But like he is like, if I saw him in the street, I'd be scared as shit of him. So it's like he just happens to be gay. Yeah, he just happens to be.
He's not the typical gay that people like associate with being gay.
Like it's just like he's gay. And it's like,
right, exactly. And you could totally do that with Bucky and Captain America, or with Steve Rogers. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But Steve Rogers is going to die in Avengers 4, so then it won't really matter, will it? Well,
the only man kissing Steve Rogers is Steven.
Damn right.
He's got that pillow. He just snuggles up with that knife.
Don't tell people.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My cousin says about Omar, he's gay, but he's a G.
He's gay with a capital G? Is that what that is?
Yeah, but he's a G. So, all right. So next up, actually, I did not actually know this until I read this from when you put it in here. Whoever put it in here. Disney World to possibly add Kingdom Hearts attractions. What is that all about?
So I've only seen it like recently as well. I think it was on IGN. I saw it. But basically, like obviously Disney is considering, adding, like I don't know if it's necessarily like rides or like a section or just maybe like having like a Sora, or maybe like Mickey will randomly have a Keyblade or something like that.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, basically just some type of they're considering adding like Kingdom Hearts type attractions to the park.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, like, it'd be. The only thing I'd be worried about is like I feel like not many people going would know who they are or what the deal is with that.
Oh,
Right.
shit! Wow.
Yeah.
But then again, like you said, if you did like like Mickey and Donald Duck and like Goofy or whatever, like if you had them, but they were just dressed like the characters from that,
Right.
it would be like it scratch like both itches because like a kid sees Mickey, they're like Mickey. They don't, doesn't matter. They're holding the Keyblade and wearing the costume they wore in the game.
Yeah.
But then like someone like us will see like, oh, cool. Like I want a picture with freaking Mickey from Kingdom Hearts, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool.
I just want to go to Disney World.
I think eventually, basically, California and Disney and Florida are just going to become Disney, like the Disney property. Like
Disney has officially bought the states of California and
we
Florida.
bought these states. We control them now.
The literally
parks and hotels occupy the area.
Yeah. Isn't one of the states like breaking off or something? Or
They're
is
trying
it?
to break them up. Yeah, they're trying to break California.
Oh no! I meant like literally, like it's like breaking apart from the continent.
I feel like both those states at one time have been like, yeah, those two states are going to be like eventually like like fast forward.
Yeah, I know Florida. I think is slowly sinking or something like that.
Florida will eventually be underwater, and California is just going to drift out to sea.
Yeah, because I think it's something to do with like the fault line or whatever. Like if there's gonna be a day where an earthquake hits that's so big that California's just gonna be like or something like that.
Have you guys not ever seen San Andreas?
Yeah, that's it. The San Andreas fault line. They'll be like, it's like, see you later, Cali. Peace.
And the rocks would be like, I'm saving the world.
He just cries. He's so well, that's cool. Last but not least, this actually came just a couple hours ago. Jared Leto cast as Morbius in the Morbius movie from, I believe, Sony. I think Sony's the one that's doing that.
Sony, but
yeah, Morbius is a character from Spider-Man. He is a vampire.
Right.
They better chill the fuck out.
I don't know. I think this mainly will probably depend on the success of Venom first.
Yeah.
I would say normally I'd be like, stop taking all the villains away from Spider-Man, but they can have Morbius. I'm not that interested in him fighting Spider-Man.
What's so
like actually what they should do is cast a new Blade and have him fight Morbius.
I was to have Jared Leto be Blade.
Yeah, it's really weird because so we know Venom is coming, and then in that universe 2 is Silver and Black, which is Silver Sable and Black Cat, and now this, and then I feel like there's no that's something different. But
no wait,
they're also the same company. Sony is also making that Into the Spider-Verse thing, but I believe that's got to be separate. I imagine
the cartoon one.
Well,
yeah.
I think the cartoon one's separate.
Yeah. With the Miles Morales, you mean?
Yeah.
That's separate.
But like I feel like all these they're like building a Spider-Verse without
separate from Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's not in it. But from what I understand, like this universe is the same universe as the MCU that just aren't crossing or something. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but it's we're building the Spider-Verse, but we don't have Spider-Man right now.
Well, just once Disney buys Sony, then they'll just push them all together.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of Jared Leto as Morbius? Do you think that's a good casting, or do you think?
I have no opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like
I have very little exposure. He was just like in the Spider-Man I have read. He was in it for like a very small part.
Jared Leto looks like he could play a good vampire.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's weird. Like his. I mean, honestly, you could really make Morbius. He can make Morbius his own because it's like no one's portrayed him. Like I think the only time anyone's ever like really portrayed him was on the animated Spider-Man show, and that was a pretty like I don't know,
cartoonish,
like conflicted vampire basically.
Right. Yeah, because that's kind of all I know about him generally. It's just like that he's not necessarily a bad guy, but at the same time, he's not a good guy. Like he tries to do good, but then eventually just succumbs to the vampire part of himself, and then he just does something really shitty, and everyone's like, "We want him dead." And he's just like, "I promise, I didn't mean to do it." Like,
so Justin, you're saying he's not a bad guy? He's not a good guy.
He's just the guy.
He's just the guy.
He's Roman. Why they should have casted Roman Reigns?
Yeah,
he's got long hair.
I mean, he's already sucked the life out of wrestling, so I mean,
yeah.
That's it. Mic drop. He's
yep. Shut us down. Right. No action movies to discuss today. We won it. It's over. Damn. True. Wow. He is the vampire of the WWE. You nailed it. He's the new Gangrel.
Justin.
All right. So our topic, as I said, action movies. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Bam.
Use your fist to go gunshots. Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew. All right. Anyways, so what we did is we came up each with a list of 4 action movies that we felt were our favorites, right?
I came up with 6. I need to delete 2.
We can just do honorable mentions or whatever. And then after that, we will do.
Yeah, I thought of today.
Yeah.
What was that?
No. Are we doing like all 4 at the once, or are we just going?
I think we'll just go around in a circle. We'll each do one, and then.
Okay.
I don't have mine in a numerical order.
Yeah, I don't have any order either.
I don't have any order. Mine's just 4 movies that I like the most.
Yeah, I didn't
write them in my mind. I actually have 5, but I canceled one and put in another.
Oh my god, so, mine's just changed.
And then it's one character that's
yes. And then after the movies, we're gonna do one character that we think is our favorite action movie character.
Okay.
Fuck. My whole list just changed.
God damn.
God damn it. Don't do me first.
Start with Brandon. He's alphabetical.
All right, Brandon.
All right, so I guess my first one will be the movie Kung Fu Hustle. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen it, but I definitely heard of it.
The three warriors. Well,
yeah, his face right there was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
So basically, I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, they're not the main characters, but so basically, like, it's a comedy / action movie, and it's really good. Like, and it's kind of like almost it plays on the whole, like, you know how they used to dub over like old karate things, and they like kind of it's kind of like that, but I don't know, it's really good. But basically the whole premise is like this village is like protected by, like what Tony said, is 3 warriors, and then a few like bad guys kind of come out of nowhere, and the main character is just this lowly thief who has this inner power, and none of that is all that important. It's really just like the comedic relief and the action that drives the movie, but it's really good. And it's like some of the stick is like, it's almost like you're watching a Looney Tunes like episode.
Does the main character have like shoulder length hair?
Yes. It is long hair.
Yeah.
And then there's like an old lady who's like really fast and strong.
Okay. I feel like I know.
Like one of the villains uses like a mandolin to like create blades and stuff. So, and then the main villain is like a toad, or like he has like toad like martial arts.
Okay.
So, but it's just like a little over the top, but like a lot of fun, and it's a great watch. I definitely recommend it.
What movie was this again?
Kung Fu Hustle.
Okay.
Fitz likes it.
Yeah. Fitz is like, I give that 1 rough out of 1. We will go to, I guess I would be second. So my first one, super generic, super obvious, but I'm going Terminator 2.
Okay.
That was almost on the list.
What was that?
Damn.
That was almost on my list.
Yeah, there's one other one, but I was just like, it's just like one movie as like a kid I remember watching with my dad a bunch, and it's just so good. I don't know. There's really not much. It's such a popular one, so I don't really have to say too much about it. But it's just term like Schwarzenegger in it is great.
Mhm.
You know, and actually, like I feel like him, but I feel like Sarah Connor, like her character, like back then was super badass for like a female. Like back then, that there wasn't very much of that. That was just starting to kind of happen. And it was just she was just like a really like she was crazy at first, but then she like was just badass. So I don't know, just a lot of good characters, good story, and like still to this day, I always like if I'm like driving somewhere at night, like and I think about it, like I think about when the fucking guys. just every once in a while, it's like I don't know why you'll see something like running or something. I was like, oh, that kind of reminds me of that. And it's like
Yeah, I agree. Like the scene where like they're in like I guess when they rescue Sarah and like T-1000 is just running after them and they're driving the cop car backwards out of the garage and then like he spins around and then just runs after them.
Yeah.
So
one of the movies where the sequel is better than the original.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So since Justin took one of mine, I'm taking that off the list. So that made my life easier. Thank you.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Fantastic movie. Just so we shaped my childhood. Never run as fast as T-1000.
My turn.
Your turn, Stephen.
All right, so I'm gonna go with The Fifth Element.
Oh, that's one of mine.
Sorry. Yeah. I feel like we don't have to explain that one either. Bruce Willis is awesome.
His last
The best part of that movie for me was the opera. I really just want that song to be like an official song somewhere so I can listen to it. Just kidding. That's not the best part, but awesome movie. Lilo Dallas Multipass. Let me check it off.
I guess it's me now.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Lethal Weapon 2. I love the Lethal Weapon series. I love Riggs and Murtaugh. They're like my.
I didn't know which one you were gonna pick. I knew there was gonna be a Lethal Weapon on your list, but I didn't know.
Goddamn right it was. Next to, I would probably say next to Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, and Bad Boys, Riggs and Murtaugh is probably like my favorite like pairing of
Buddy
like,
cops.
Yeah, and like I like Lethal Weapon 2 because it's very like. It starts to have like the funniness in it because the first one really doesn't have like comedy in it in a sense, but the second one has like the comedy and then like it gets fucking dark. Well, like it gets slightly dark pretty quickly. So, Lethal Weapon 2.
Boom.
Get to it.
Would you say that one? Would you say that one's better than the first one? Is that another sequel where the sequel's better than the first one? In your sense, and your
I like them both. I like them. I like 2 a little better, but I think 1 is just as good. I don't think 2 is.
It's not like Terminator 1 versus Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not
like that much of a contrast.
I think most people say 1 is probably. I don't know actually. I think people say 2 is better than 1, but I think they're on equal footing to me, in my opinion.
He has been perplexed.
He has been perplexed. Brandon, your next one.
My next one is Born Identity. So that is the very first of the series with.
And too bad Aaron's asleep right now.
Huh?
I said, too bad Aaron is asleep right now. She'd probably like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, all of the movies are pretty good, but I feel like, I just like the first one the most because it's like he's like discovering his abilities at the same time.
Yeah.
Like. Well, so it's like it's almost he's amazed by these things that he's doing, but he's still
like
really
a badass, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, and then also like how there's like, just different settings and like what is it like 3 different like kind of enemies he has to go against. I think it's 3, right? Like, besides the main guy.
Yeah.
So like I just really liked how like he had to like take on different guys different ways. You know, like there was like the sniper in the field. Then there was the close combat with like using the pencil and shit.
It's the first one when he beat somebody with a rolled up newspaper or like a magazine.
Yeah, that's
like
that's the first part of it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I love that movie.
That was almost on my list as well. There was a lot of them.
I was
on my list.
actually thought Steven, you were gonna have that on your list. I feel like I've heard you talk about it before. Like that's what.
It's only because Aaron loves it so much.
Nah. Well, then what do you have on your list?
So on my list next, I'm going to go with Casino Royale. James Bond's Casino Royale. I don't know why, but it's probably I haven't watched a lot of the older James Bonds, and I'm sure I would like those, but of the newer ones, since that's what I grew up with, that was kind of my favorite one. I don't really know why. It just, I don't know. It's pretty awesome. So plus Eva Green's pretty hot, so it gives a little bit of a plus there. And I can't even. What's his name? Mads Mikkelsen? Is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta play. He I think is a really, really good actor. So him playing Le Chiffre was also pretty cool. Le Chiffre. And the parkour in Africa was pretty cool.
Parkour.
Yep, parkour.
The next one on my list, I'll go with it, is Kill Bill Volume 1. It just is nuts in the best way. I just really like it's just very different. I mean, it's a Tarantino movie, so most of his movies are kind of different styles of that, but
I almost put that on mine. That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's just so good. It's just, I don't know, just like how there's this different. It almost kind of reminds me of like Mega Man in a weird way, where it's like here's like all the villains, like all the different like bosses almost, and it's like I know it splits up into two parts, but like the one with the Japanese chick with the freaking mace thing, that whole scene where she's just like cutting people up and shit, is just nuts. So I don't know, it's just a really good movie.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman once again, a badass. Tony, your next one.
All right, so my second one is I have a number. Actually, now that I look at this, my number. I would say my second one is Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Just a fun action movie. A good get frozen in time and go and wake up in the future kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bullock, very good action movie. I like it.
I feel like anything Sandra Bullock is in is really good.
Yeah, I think I really liked it when I was a kid. It threw me off because like I think at that point I had never seen Wesley Snipes as like a bad guy. I don't know if I had seen New Jack City yet at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is kind of weird that Wesley Snipes is a villain. And it looks like Cisco.
This isn't on my list, but is Fugitive 2, what is that called? There's Fugitive, and then there's a movie. Its sequel was
the second Fugitive with him in it. He's in the second Fugitive movie.
Yeah, what was it? Was it called Fugitive 2 or is it called something else?
It's like Fugitive 2 something else. With like a subtitle.
That was a good movie too. I just thought of that one. I'm not gonna put it on my list, but
is that the one with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that
both those movies, Fugitive with Harrison Ford and then Fugitive 2 was nice.
the gift? No, Fugitive. Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care. Brandon,
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's see. So the next one is The Matrix. That's pretty.
Put it on mine.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I mean, like I feel like
it's The Matrix.
Yeah, it's like not just like an action movie, but it's also kind of iconic because it's like introduced this whole new form of cinematography, So like, and then obviously all the action scenes are amazing because of it. Yeah, and then I just really like the story too, like the whole like allegory, I guess, of him being the savior. So,
but yeah, I just remember when I saw that movie, it like messed with my head because I'm like, is this real life? Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, like, am I in a simulation? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and then not even that, just like also like the part where it's like, huh?
I said, are we in the Matrix?
Oh yeah. Well, and then like I also like how the villain, not necessarily the main villain, but like one of the villains is like he'd rather stay in the Matrix. It's like this real life sucks. I'm gonna fucking stay here instead. So
right.
That movie was so iconic that they've started studies around us actually being in the Matrix.
Yeah,
right.
Like there's actually people have views and ideology that we are in the Matrix, which is
Yeah,
Kind of crazy.
It's just a shame that it might actually be like the best Wachowski's movie. Like, unfortunately, like I don't think anything they've made since has come close to the quality of that movie.
I thought you were about to say best Keanu Reeves action movie. We know that ain't. we know what the best one Keanu Reeves action movie is. Just saying.
The Replacements.
Oh, it wasn't Bill and Ted? Excellent Adventure?
Jesus.
Point Break.
All right, next person, go. For God's sake, go.
Steve, no, it's me. Or wait, is it Steven?
Either one.
No, it's you.
My next one was Mad Max Fury Road.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a
All
good
right,
one.
well,
That movie is ridiculously awesome. It's probably one of my top 3 movies, period. So I had to put it up there. I should probably should have saved that one for last, but I didn't. But it's just, I don't know. It's just so intense, but not overly intense almost. Where it's like, where it'd be too much. It's like, just keeps you at the edge of being too much, but long enough. And then like it ends and you're like, damn. Like there's a few parts where it like, kind of slows down for a second, lets you get your breath back, and then just ramps it back up. Like just all the vehicle combat and just all the characters and the character design and everything are just fantastic. Just it's Charlize Theron's character, Furiosa, great character. I've realized now that all 3 of my movies have like badass women. I just realized I didn't even mean to do that. But my last one doesn't. Anyways, but yeah, just phenomenal movie. Just action packed. Boom. Explosions.
well, that one was also on my list. So good. That's okay. I had extras. My next one is Die Hard.
The first one?
Christmas movie.
Yes, the first one. That's a good one, huh? Does it make your list easier?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
Okay. Yeah, so Die Hard. It's just a classic. Yeah. Don't even have to say nothing about it.
Hans Gruber.
God damn it.
Sounds like Hans Gruber.
Hans! But I guess, is it me next?
Yes.
So my next one, funny enough, is Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh.
So I love Die Hard, the first one. I would say unequivocally that is the best out of all the Die Hards. My favorite is Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't know. I just like the whole like having to travel around the city and defuse bombs and like trying to get Simon, Hans Gruber's brother, and then just the fact he has Samuel Jackson with him. I don't know. They just make a good team. I like the pairing of those two, of like the cop and then the cop with a hangover, and then like the bystander guy who has to deal with like he doesn't like white people. He don't really care for white people, but like he has to hang out with this white cop now.
Yeah.
And Sam,
now that you say that, I'm like, that one might like that one better than regular Die Hard.
and
you can't have it. It's already his.
It has a great.
All right.
It's like 90s movie too. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just Jesus.
We'll just watch them back to back. That's fine.
Did you put that one? Okay. Okay, good.
Brandon, what one is that?
All right, so my final one is since Steven took Fifth Element, the Fifth Element. My final one is Raid Redemption.
Wait, did you just find that right? Did you like?
No, I remembered it, but I was going through other things.
That's a good one.
So basically, the story isn't even really that important because it's almost like a video game. Like, so he's inside. It's like him and a couple of the cops are inside this hotel, and they basically just have to keep going up the levels of the hotel to get to the big boss. Really. There's a little bit of, I guess, stuff going on inside. Like, I mean, I think it's with his brother.
His brother is like the boss is like right hand man.
Yeah.
One of his right hand men.
So I mean, there's a little bit of like conflict and stuff like that. But I mean, the main purpose you're watching that movie is because is like the action itself. It seems so real and it's so brutal. Like it's just like it's hard. Hard not to like,
you can't look away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's just nonstop. It's so realistic and like authentic, and it's just extremely brutal like the entire time. Like the guy at the end, he's like breathing heavy, and he's like I don't even know, and like you almost feel the same way just watching him, So
you can tell he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, huh?
What's it called? Raid Redemption?
Yeah, Raid Redemption.
There's a sequel to it, which is
that recent or is that older?
I think it's a few years ago. It's a while. It's a few years. Probably like 09.
Is it the one that's on Netflix
No.
that we were talking about the other day?
I don't think it's on Netflix.
Oh, I thought we had talked.
I don't think it is. So we did talk about it once before because we thought it was directed by the guy who does Godzilla. Gareth. It's Gareth Evans is the director of this movie. Gareth Edwards is the guy we thought was the director.
Right.
And to give you like a comparison movie, if you haven't seen the Raid, have either you seen Dredd, the last Dredd movie? It's that. Think it's that.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same premise basically.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But Raid is way more brutal. If you think Dredd is brutal,
yeah,
even more brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Brutality.
Brutal. My last one is kind of cheating, but I have another one, and if I need to strike this one from the list, but my last one was Watchmen. I guess it's. Yes, there's superheroes.
Yeah, that is a superhero and a comic book movie.
Is it though? It's more like political. It's more about like the backstories of them. It's not like.
See, I thought you were gonna say Sin City, like because I could have let that one go. Like that's.
I knew he was gonna say Watchmen.
Superhero movie.
I feel like Watchmen's like. Yes, it's superheroes. Yes, it's I didn't know it wasn't comic book. Otherwise, I would have scratched it right away. But I feel like it's not like superheroes doing superhero stuff necessarily. It's more like the gritty part of being a superhero. So, but I can scratch that one from the list. I just
come on, guys. We have to give it to him. He even wore the shirt.
I know.
Damn, way to give it away, Justin.
I know. Right in your face, staring right in your face. The only other one will be Fast and Furious, the first one. That movie is super good. It put Vin Diesel, like I think it like kind of propelled him as like a top star. The Rock has gotten I don't know if that's the exact movie that really propelled him up, but not the first one. Obviously, he wasn't in the first one, but like a lot of big people or like people that became bigger stars kind of started in there, and it's just like and like the whole like tuner culture kind of like really took off with that movie as well. Like it was always kind of like there for a little bit, but then like when that movie came out, it like exploded.
That's why I got in the Midnight Club.
Right. So I don't know. That movie's really good, and like the whole train scene where they're drag racing, and you're like, oh shit. It was gonna be that or Gone in 60 Seconds. Was gonna be the other one. Because that was the first movie I had on my DVD player when I got my DVD player for Christmas one year. And literally, I just watched that movie like all the time. So, but yeah, so I'll go with Fast and the Furious since Watchmen has been disqualified.
DQ. Tucked him up.
DQ.
All right. So my last one is Jurassic Park. Since Brandon and I kind of talked about it, so
yeah, I considered that, but at the same time, I was like, I could probably save that for a different genre, like because that could be like thriller or maybe even horror a little bit, especially the first one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can save that for
even drama
genre. So, but yeah, that's still a good choice though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I had some other ones, but that one, it's just like it's iconic.
Yeah.
All iconic. That's mine. All mine were so easy. I don't even have to explain them. Tony, your last one.
My last one, I don't even have to look at it. My last one is Beverly Hills Cop 2.
But you're not even gonna go with John Wick after talking about it?
I thought about it.
Damn.
But when I thought Beverly Hills Cop 2, that is one of my favorite movies. Like as a kid, because my dad had it on VHS and DVD, I would watch it over and over. I love it because it's a great action movie, and the fact that you have Eddie Murphy kind of as an action star, it actually works very well because he does. He's Eddie Murphy, does the comedy pretty well, and he's pretty good. I would say action star in that movie.
You think you can?
Fun fact: Beverly Hills Cop 2, directed by Tony Scott. 2 other well-known movies of Tony Scott: True Romance and Man on Fire. So you kind of get a pre-look at his nice, because he does. I think Tony Scott does great action movies. So you kind of get a little feel of that in Beverly Hills Cop 2. So,
Tony, were all 4 of your movies cop movies?
no. Wait a minute. I guess Demolition Man kind of he's a cop going after a villain, and almost all of them. But actually, all of them is like a white black. But Demolition Man. Well, Demolition Man it's a white cop and a black criminal. But yeah, Lethal Weapon 2, 2 white.
All right, so we know what kind of movies Tony likes. Got to have a white and a black top 2 actors, and it's got to be.
I like buddy cop. Yeah.
Interracial buddy cop movies. Tony's favorite.
So on Facebook, Aaron Lawson is in the chat. So hello, Aaron. Second of all, he said we should all name one bad action movie we've seen.
Bad action movie we like?
No, that's a bad action.
Shit. Anything with Steven Seagal?
Say it to his face.
I'd have to think about that.
Of a bad one.
I would say Shoot 'Em Up. I think that's the name of it. Shoot 'Em Up, but that's actually not bad. I don't think it's purposely meant to.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Matrix sequels? The 2 sequels are those?
I
never saw the third one. I saw the second one like twice in the theater. For whatever reason, I just never saw the third. And actually, I think I owned it on DVD. And I just bought it. It's like, oh, I want to watch this. Anyways, I had the other 2, so I was like, oh, I never actually watched it. I don't know how it ends.
All right, maybe this might work because I feel like we might have a little bit of bias, but Face Off.
That movie's fucking great.
that was almost on my list. That was almost on my good list.
But I'm saying right now, like I feel like I don't know. It's a little bit of an overacting in it. So I mean that whole family thing, even though we love it, like I don't know, a little cheesy.
That is probably the only good John Travolta movie besides Pulp Fiction. When you really think about it, name 3 good John Travolta good movies, like really good.
Grease.
That don't count.
What would you say?
A lot.
Name
Saturday Night Fever. Grease.
Pulp Fiction.
I said minus Pulp Fiction.
Oh, minus Pulp Fiction.
Grease.
Swordfish. I was just trying to name movies I knew that John Travolta was in.
All right. How about this movie for a bad good movie? Crank.
I actually bought that on iTunes.
Is that the one that's like first person shooter?
No, that's
Hardcore Henry.
That's Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, this one's with Jason Statham, and like he has to keep electrifying his heart.
I love that movie too.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we're doing movies that are action movies that were bad, but we liked them.
Yeah,
we're trying to come up with a bad one. Aaron Lawson,
a bad movie.
I got. You guys might not even know this. Warriors of Virtue.
Nope.
Oh, the kangaroo movie?
The kangaroo ninja movie.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe.
If I'm gonna find the trailer,
but it would break our rules of no superhero if that still applies. But Batman and Robin is literally the worst fucking action movie of all time.
Wait, do we like?
Is it really? I mean, with all the gifts it's given us,
this is true.
It's a garbage gift that is good. It's like being given a bag of garbage for Christmas, but then like you open it and you're like, oh, there's actually a couple good things in here I could use.
You choosing here?
Just the dude up sequences alone.
Man,
Jesus.
Hey, Dakota likes Batman and Robin, all right?
Damn right she does.
Damn right she does.
I don't know what else there is.
Did anybody have any honorable mention movies you just wanted to list really quickly?
John Wick.
Yeah,
it was honorable mention, but
I got one.
Even Dakota likes John Wick.
Yeah,
I got one. It almost made my list, but I didn't know if you guys would accept it. It's Moana. It shit is technically an action adventure movie. I just want to put that out there. You're welcome.
I'm down with it. I had Speed.
Speed. Yep. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
And Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I was gonna do one that was more of a Point Break with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, where they're like surfers, but they're also bank robbers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They remade it. Supposedly the remake was horrible, but
so I was considering actually putting like one of the like the new Star Wars movies.
I tried to stay away from Star Wars.
Yeah. Because I was gonna do Lord of the Rings as well. I was gonna do Two Towers, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. How did you not have Lord of the Rings?
I didn't. I kind of thought of it more as like a fantasy type, like
Right.
I was trying, like saving it for the other ones that we could do.
Yeah, I tried to focus on like straight up action as much as possible.
Yeah,
as much as possible.
Too much action.
Things that didn't like fall into like sci-fi or fantasy or like other genres that were big.
Yeah.
Shit. Tony stuck to one specific genre.
He stayed to one quarter of the action movie. He got to a
interracial buddy cop movies.
Bad Boys 1 and 2 honorable mentions. Oh wait, buddy cop, God.
But they're the same race, so that's okay. It's a different.
Change the formula.
Right.
Turn hooch.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, so we still have to go through favorite action stars or characters, I should say. So.
Get the fuck out of here.
What you want? Brandon, first, what are you?
So let's see. I'm gonna go with one of the guys I had on my list. I'm gonna go with Jason Bourne as my
almost went with him.
Top character, I guess. I liked it mainly because it was almost like it's almost like he was like a new version of an action hero. Like he wasn't, he's not like this big buff dude. Like he's just gonna like mow down people with a machine gun and then take a machete to somebody's head. He's subtle.
He took a pencil to the head.
Yeah, exactly. He took a pencil to the head. He's subtle and like I guess I don't know. Like I feel like that was like maybe like one of the first ones that started with like the parkour stuff and like like the quick action takes and stuff like that. So so he's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's almost like he's more human. Like usually
exactly.
Like most action stars are like kill, murder, like just do whatever it takes to kill everyone. And whereas he had more of like a humanness.
He only did what he had to. He didn't like
it was survival, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't do anything. Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm the badass action star and put a grenade in your mouth and blow your head up.
And I feel like a lot of like stuff like that today is like how like look at how they redid all the Tomb Raider stuff. You know, like
same thing.
Yeah.
Although she's become a murder machine. It's like literally, she's like, I can't do it, and then like literally like, fuck it, killing everyone. Mine is actually similar to Jason Bourne, but a little bit older. James Bond. Just because I feel like he's the OG. Like he's just literally, he's so smooth. He has all the gadgets. He's just like, same person. I don't know. You can say it too, Steve. But like, I just feel like he's just the total package. He's all the gadgets. He gets all the girls. He shaken not stirred. Like there's just so much iconic. Obviously, look how many damn James Bond movies there are. How long they've been going. Like,
and he's so suave about it.
Right. He's just smooth as ice.
Like, you can't see anybody that looks better in a suit. Like it just make the suits look so good.
I mean, it's
also
a character that's been several actors, and several of them have worked. Like, that to me says like that character is just so good that you can kind of adapt it to more different time periods with different actors that it still works.
Mm-hmm.
It's the character was so good they made one of the best video games of all time with that character.
Power Never Dies. That's good.
Although they did make that a game. That was a game. It was not as good.
There's another one that was actually pretty good. Forget if it was for the PS2, Xbox, or the one after. But it was like Everybody Dies something twice, once. I don't know.
It's like a third-person shooter.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that's what the one you just said. I can't even remember the damn name now.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, I thought that was a third-person shooter too.
No, I think
it was, but I think that was like I think that's the game that came out after GoldenEye 64 came out because they're like, let's capitalize, and literally it was like, no, you fucked this completely up. But because I think that Rare had Nintendo or whoever had lost.
The world is not enough.
What was that?
I think it's
The world is not enough.
everything or
I
nothing.
think so. It was like I think it was. Here, I can tell you right now.
It was a Pierce Brosnan one though, right?
I believe so.
It was Pierce Brosnan, but like it was a new. It wasn't based off a movie. It was like
What did Agent Under Fire?
I don't think it was. I think,
Everything. Hold on. It was
Everything
PS2.
or Nothing or
Everything
something?
or Nothing.
yeah, I think it's that.
Oh, okay.
Here.
It had like the guy, the one.
This
It has
is
like
the
the
cover.
old James Bond villain, the guy Jaws with like the metal teeth or whatever in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it had like periods of like where you drive through through the streets with a car, and like
Yeah.
it was a really good game though. Like it was like very good.
Wait, did EA do that? Who did that?
EA did that. Yep.
I think they were like, oh, it's the Need for Speed guys, doing the driving scenes or whatever.
Yeah, you can buy it on eBay for $50.
Nah.
Not fast, but thank you. Yeah, it was pretty good though. Damn, there's a lot more games than I thought there were.
There's a lot of James Bond.
They went to the well a lot. It's just the well never produced, except for GoldenEye. Really, that's like the main one. Even when they remade GoldenEye, like no one gave a shit. I feel like
Right.
yeah, and it's like, oh, they did. Oh,
Oh, cool.
so
All right, Tony, you're
Bond James. Bond.
You have nothing to add to the James Bond?
no. Justin said it all. He's a total package. He's Schwab. That's my favorite character.
All right. Well, like usual, I'm cheating on mines. So mine is Riggs and Murtaugh. I think Riggs and Murtaugh, they're a package. They go together. They go together. Dakota, she even agreed.
Hell yeah!
I think they're just a great like odd couple duo where like they both are very different, but they both have their own things that like make them both useful. And I just like I don't know. I think Danny Glover and Mel Gibson work well together. Riggs and Murtaugh, they're just a good couple together. Right, Dakota? Yep.
Ooh, that could be another episode. Is favorite like duos.
Duos, yeah.
Oh.
Although Tony's already
Oh,
named
yeah,
four.
Tony's already said all his.
We already know
No,
Tony.
there's one duo I haven't said yet. We can't say that because it's not comic book related.
Okay.
Samwise and Frodo.
Brandon Stampede.
Tommy Pickles and Chucky Finster. Doug and Skeeter.
Is that it? That's it, right?
Cat, dog.
That's the greatest of all time.
Well, then I guess that's it. Action movies. Pow, bang, zippy. We did it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Wang Chun.
What?
I don't know.
Should learn the
Anymore.
theme to Beverly Hills Cops on guitar or the Garage Band.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I don't want that.
Oh, good. Turn it off before we start.
Yeah.
Wait, how long? We got 30. You got like 30 seconds. All right. We get
So, before we wrap up, I forgot to say this in news. Supposedly, they're making a huge announcement tomorrow. Like, DC's really pushing it as a huge announcement for the DC Universe thing, for like that streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Any guesses of what it'll be?
Probably just their streaming service and like maybe clips of the shows they got coming out.
Right. I'm guessing it'll probably be a date and price and like all the details is kind of what I'm imagining. They did say somehow comics were going to be involved.
They're gonna probably make like a Marvel Unlimited kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, no man, I'm buying it.
Right, exactly.
You don't even know what it is yet, but you buy it.
$100 a month and you can watch Titans and Swamp Thing and Doom Patrol.
If you give me a shirt and maybe a toy with it once a month,
A Funko.
I'm still in it.
One of the Titans every month.
Got
First
it.
week, first one's Nightwing. Then you got Beast Boy, Starfire.
I mean, I'm good with that.
He's in it.
Yeah.
In
So that is it for this week. We are the Fanboy Four. So you can follow us on Twitter at Fanboy4Pod. Facebook is just Fanboy4. You search that in the little search box, you will find us. The black and white or not black and white. Yeah, black and white and yellow logo. It says Fanboy Four. YouTube, same thing. If you want to go watch our old episodes or the one episode we never published because we were drunk and we just made a drunk podcast for 30 minutes or whatever it was. Otherwise, I am Leviathan426. Steven is Galvanator93 on Twitter. Brandon is Red03.
God damn it.
Fitz, get that paper.
Yeah.
I
locked him out.
That would be, I would just say the show's done. We've already hit the top. If all of a sudden you just see Fitz. Just Brandon is Red03BMC. Doesn't really use his Twitter, but you can still show him some love. Tony is at Tony Brown. He is also has Super Game Brews. They just put up Super Mario World?
Yeah, Super Mario World.
They did a Let's Play of Super Mario World where they were pretty drunk. But it's Super Game Brews. Brews is spelled Brews, like beer.
Yep. But also, we might be starting a audio podcast soon. Maybe soon. It's being worked. I'm coming up with the idea. I got an idea, but we're working on it.
Did you say an audio cast?
An audio podcast, like audio, like a separate podcast.
I was gonna say, isn't that just called a podcast?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. We might be starting a podcast separate from Super Game Brews.
Interesting.
Cool.
Well, be sure to fill us in on that when you get more details. Mm-hmm. I have also leveled up, but I haven't posted anything since before E3, so you can still follow me.
Wait, you have one episode?
What was that?
Two? Wait, one or two? Wait, what?
I've got, let's see. 1, 2, I think it's 3 episodes.
I don't even know.
It's been like what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks? Yeah. I did one for each day of E3 except for Tuesday because I forgot about it. I got busy because of E3. I got so in the hype zone that I just forgot. But I'll probably be doing some stuff soon. Excuse me, I almost burped. So that's Leveled Up, spelled LEVLDUP. That's how it is on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to look for it. I do not have do I have a YouTube page? I don't even know. I don't think so. I think I've just been posting to Facebook. So, but if you follow there, it's gonna be sporadic. It's not like a regular thing. So when I feel like recording something, I'll do something. But otherwise, I think that's it. Mm-hmm. But we will be back next week to talk about something.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff and
things and stuff.
Right?
Stuff and things.
So, but we do appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed us even a little bit, please tell your friends, share our page, get us some people watching. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Come on.
Let's do it.
Chop, chop, chop. Also, fuck you, Mark, because you're not watching.
Yeah, Mark, screw you.
I have my Xbox up right now. And I saw him log on. I'm like, motherfucker, son of a bitch. So, and also, actually, I feel like we talked about this before, but as we get closer to the football season, I feel like me, Brandon, and Stephen are going to probably start doing something separate with that too. But that's probably still at least a month out. So we'll let you know when that hits. So, otherwise, thank you for watching. Adios.
See ya.